From New York City, it's the Wendy Williams Show. Now, here's Allie Wentworth, Vanessa Mitchell, Mario Cantone, and Devyn Simone.
Absolutely. Hello, hello. Hello, hello.
Thank you. Welcome to the Wendy Williams Show. I'm Wendy Williams. I was sick, but now I'm back. No, I'm not. I'm Allie Wentworth, and it's Hot Talk Week. So, shout out to Wendy. She will be back on Monday. Woo! How you, Wendy?
Hello, Wendy.
How you doing, Wendy? Anyway, we are so excited to be here. I am actress and author Allie Wentworth. Say hello to entertainment journalist Devyn Simone. Actor and comedian Vanessa Mitchell. And actor and comedian Mario Cantone. Guys, there are so many hot topics.
So many.
Oh
so
my
many.
gosh.
Let's get to it.
Oh yes, girl. Yes.
You
All right.
just called him girl.
Yes, I call everybody girl.
Yeah,
I'm
you
trying to be
did
young
it.
and hip.
Okay, good. All right, girl.
Anyway, Queen, Chris Pratt and Katherine Schwarzenegger are engaged. Yes. Okay. Now they've been dating for only 7 months.
Right.
And Chris was divorced from Ann Faris, and it was finalized 3 months ago. A lot of people, a lot of people think Chris and
It's
Katherine
too early.
too soon.
It's
Why?
too early
Why?
because you don't know her yet. It's 7 months they've been dating.
7 months, and it's kind of like the rebound anyway. He was married for 8 years,
Yes.
got single for 2.5 seconds, and is now wifing up
He
someone
was
else.
married for 8 years, but probably 6 out of them 8 he was married. Them last 2 he was trying to get out of there.
Oh, okay.
So,
I like
you know
the
what I
male
mean?
perspective. I like
Well,
the male perspective.
I still think you need time. For 4 years. I say 4
Mario,
years.
can I tell you
4 years, and then I'm
This
telling
ain't college.
No, it's life. It's not college. It's life.
I
There's too many
met George
divorces.
Stephanopoulos, my husband. We were, okay, ladies.
I love that
We
dude.
were engaged. I know, I love him too. We were engaged after 2 months. 2
Right.
months.
And how did that turn out for you?
18 years, girl. Solid as a rock. See?
Well, I knew my husband for. I knew my husband for.
Wait, you're gay?
Yeah, I'm gay. Yes, surprise. Yes, I am, and you will be too after this. Oh,
Yay!
very nice. Cheers for the homosexual. Yeah, I met him. We were friends for about a year and a half, and then we got serious, and we did move in together. We moved in together. We didn't get married till much. We didn't get married till 20 years because it was illegal. So, I know, boo-hoo. And but now, we got married 20 years later.
All right.
Devyn, how do you think Anna feels about the whole thing?
I mean, well, Anna actually posted a statement on Instagram saying, "Congratulations, I'm so happy for you guys." So she's in
Doesn't
support
she
of
kind
it.
of
And then she broke her phone.
She has to, a little
I mean,
bit.
she doesn't actually have to post that publicly, but I think it's very smart of her. It's very big of her. But we know, no one's happy when your ex moves on faster than you, right? Can we just
Right.
agree? You kind of, even if you're happy they've moved on,
Right.
You're bitter.
you want to be the one that,
His career kind of really escalated. But she has Mom, which is a
Right.
big hit. And
Right.
she's magnificent
It's a
on
huge
it.
hit.
But I think that,
But let's be
that
very,
may be an element
Let's be very
in it,
clear.
too.
Catherine is Arnold Schwarzenegger and Maria Shriver's daughter.
Right.
I
And
mean,
Maria set them up, and Arnold posted on that same post saying, "Congratulations, I'm so proud
So
of you."
he in.
Yeah.
So Arnold's
He's-
in.
That's
He
a-
got all
that's
private
a-
checks.
That's
Well,
a great
who,
family.
then
He got to lock that up now.
who am I to judge?
Who
Everyone's
are you to
happy.
judge?
Yeah.
All right, all
I
right.
think the rule is it's only too soon if it doesn't work out.
Well, we're
only
going to see.
It's only too soon
Oh well,
if it doesn't work
you
out.
should put
Yes.
that on a pillow. That'll sell.
There it
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
Now we got to go on. We got to go to The Bachelor, which
All right.
I know Mario, you have a lot to say about it. It was
First
the
of all,
worst 2
I
hours
was
of his
forced
life.
to watch it
Last
because I
night.
had to come here today. forced. And I sat in front of the TV and I'm like, it's 2 friggin' hours. I cannot believe it's 2 hours. I'd rather be watching, All About Eve on Turner Classic Movies.
Well,
so I was watching it and I just.
Well, here's the thing.
It's horrifying.
Colton got
First
some
of all,
big
it is
news.
where the insanely, mentally crazy, desperate people go to find love. That's all there is to it.
All right, well, that would be me.
How do you find love with cameras on you? How do you find
It
love with
happened.
cameras on you?
People
It
find
happens.
love.
People
Oh,
find
please.
love in reality. As someone who was on a reality show,
Yes, I
don't
know.
judge me.
No offense,
People
I'm not
find
judging
love.
you.
You're judging, I judge me too.
I judge
But
everybody.
people do find love sometimes, but I don't know when they're virgins, though.
Okay, but this is before we bury the lead. So for the few of you that didn't watch last night, Colton got some shocking news from one of the women. Take a look.
Oh, God.
I'm a virgin, but I also have never kissed anyone before.
Really?
Yes. It's like a weird thing, like telling people like.
Yeah, I mean, it sort of is just because it is something very personal, but at the same time, I would never, ever think any less, and I don't want you to feel ashamed about that.
I just don't want you to think because of that I'm not ready for a relationship or I'm not ready, for a commitment, because I think it's actually the opposite, because I know who I am and I know what I want, and I'm not
I
gonna.
agree. I respect the heck out of that. I really do.
She lied, Colton.
Okay.
She
First
lying.
of all, I was a virgin bride, so.
She went from very attractive to very weird.
But you need something. You need a hook on
Hold
these
on,
shows.
he's a virgin too, right?
He's a virgin, too.
Okay,
He lied.
But
You know what
he's
this is
kissed
like?
somebody at
This is-
least.
But this is literally
They
like
all
watching
lied.
the Tim Tebow story on Lifetime. It's
all lied.
ridiculous.
It
Because
kind of
he's a
is.
virgin. And then he goes commando, which is risky for a virgin on The Bachelor.
Why hasn't
fair.
a girl that beautiful ever been kissed?
I don't
Because she
know.
Why?
knew she wanted to be on The Bachelor, or she has really
No.
bad
Or
breath.
that's her
It's one of
choice.
the two.
Or that's her
It is
choice.
one of the two.
Can it be her choice?
It
not
is her
to
choice. If
kiss
she doesn't
somebody?
want to kiss anybody, she doesn't want to kiss anybody.
Devyn
But-
hasn't
So
kissed
she's
anybody.
22 years
I'm
old and she
saving
never
myself
kissed a
for
boy.
you. So
Maybe. Or maybe it's TV
Something
ratings.
He's a
is
virgin.
wrong with her.
He's a virgin. He's a virgin in what way? Has he done everything
Did
else?
he say he was a virgin?
Has
I
he done
thought
everything?
she
Oh,
said
no,
she
he's
was
a virgin
they're
too.
both virgins.
Oh, no, he's
Allie,
a virgin.
Allie, do you think she should have told him that she's never kissed a guy?
Yeah, on national television for ratings. Yes, I think that's a good
Okay,
hook.
all right.
I don't think
the hook is
anybody.
First of all, I'm not gonna say that I watched The Bachelor, but I do know that there was a young lady out there doing a fake Australian accent, right?
Yes.
So if she's lying about her accent, this chick was trying to one-up her, saying she ain't never kissed a dude.
Right.
And then the next girl gonna be like, I ain't never brushed my hair, ever in life. Like, it's they gonna always try to outdo each other.
Yeah, but that's where you draw the line. If
And
you don't
when
brush
there's
your
that
hair.
shot of all those girls at the end waiting for the rose, the desperation, the stench of the desperation
tears.
coming through
Yeah.
the TV.
Oh, yeah,
It's hor- and one of them was like Maleficent and Sleeping Beauty.
Oh, my
She was
God.
You know what I don't understand?
horrifying.
She
You know
was
what I'm talking
over.
about,
Yes,
right?
yes. She was. It was
no,
scary.
She wasn't a virgin,
This is
though.
the only thing I don't
No, she had
understand.
she's the only one that was a brunette.
I don't understand this about The Bachelor or The Bachelorette. This is the only vehicle where a person can be in the driver's seat and they can kiss every passenger on the freeway and still be called a gentleman, and we want the best for that person. But outside of television, every woman would hate
Hold
that
on.
guy.
Now,
Absolutely right.
I'm glad you brought that
That's
up.
why it's insane that they are finding love in this, not only in front of the cameras,
Okay.
but with this process
Don't be
of
so
what
cynical.
you just said.
Don't be so
Absolutely.
I am
cynical.
very cynical.
You find love everywhere, but
you
this-
can't find
I'm
love
glad-
anywhere except in
Okay,
in,
shut
in
it.
the
I'm hosting
city.
the panel. All right, I want to go back to what you just said, because this brings up this new ad, which is sparking a lot of controversy with the Me Too movement.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Good segue.
So it's about bullying, it's about sexual harassment and masculinity. The ad has some wondering if the hashtag Me Too movement has gone too far. Take a look.
The Me Too movement against sexual
Toxic
harassment.
masculinity.
Is this the best a man can get?
Boys will be boys. Boys will be boys. Boys will be boys.
But something finally changed.
Allegations regarding sexual assault and sexual harassment.
But she says and there will be no going back. Because we believe in the best in men. To say the right thing. To act the right way.
Bro, not cool. It's not how we treat each other, okay? Okay.
Because the boys watching today will be the men of tomorrow.
Okay.
I'm clapping because the women are clapping.
Okay.
I learned when the women clap, you should clap too.
Well, good. We're making progress.
Yes.
So, very, very controversial, trending today. It's a
Yes.
big deal.
We talked about it in the room earlier.
We did.
I just wanted to say that Suzanne cried, and we were.
Yes. Can
and-
we see Suzanne?
Yeah, Suzanne did cry.
But Suzanne cried for a particular reason. She is raising 2 boys, and she's saying that there's a real prejudice against men in our country right now, and she feels like she's raising boys that are already feeling like they're bad
And
boys.
she feels like they're born marked, and you have to raise them to be good men. But I look at this commercial, and the bullying thing affects me a lot because everyone has their bullying stories, and at the same time I feel boo-hoo, toughen up, and you got to kind of get through life. You got to toughen up. You really do. You do. But I was very moved by the commercial. I thought it was
too.
the barbecues scared me a little bit. There were too many barbecues.
There were a lot of
It almost felt like that Nike ad when they just had all these heart-wrenching, just tear-jerking moments of sports, and then Kaepernick comes out at the end, and everybody's like, "What?" Well, you were liking it, all until you saw Kaepernick at the end. That has the same feel. This commercial. The only thing I didn't like about it is when it started off, it kept saying boys will be boys, and I don't know what that means if you are already a good kid and a good boy.
Right,
You're
but
all of a sudden putting them in the lane that, hey, 8 times out of 10 and 9 times out of 10, you might sexually harass.
But I think
and I don't think that's fair to young boys who are not even.
Has been used to dismiss bad behavior in the past.
Exactly.
So what they're sort of saying is
Exactly.
like locker room talk and all
room
that.
talk.
They say boys will be boys. That's what they
But
do.
they
So
say
they're
it
trying
even
to
in the sexual
take
assault
that-
world. That's
exactly.
An excuse is boys will be boys.
Exactly.
Now, hold
So I
on.
think they're trying
Finesse
to
and
take
I
that
are
on.
raising daughters.
Right.
And you also have a different kind of prejudice, which is you want to raise daughters not to initially respond to men as your boys,
Right.
your predators. So we're trying to find a balance in this world
And it's
where
tough.
the next generation of kids, who, by the way, I think on social media we're sexualizing and bullying and doing all that stuff anyway, too. But at least Gillette's come out and done an ad and tried to make a statement.
Bravo for
and
them.
we're talking about it.
I think it's
And,
smart.
yeah.
I think it was a really smart. It's smart for marketing. We can't forget that it is marketing. I've had laser hair removal, but I will buy Gillette razors because of that ad.
I feel like as long as a lot of women just aren't, you boys need to, because the way, when I grew up in all my schools, the girls were the biggest bullies in those schools. They bullied each other.
nasty.
They bullied some of the guys.
Yeah,
there
we're
was a
mean.
girl that could beat everybody, and when she looked at you and she did that, and she said after school,
Bullying
dudes would-
always existed, but
And always will,
But in this day and age, with social media, it has come to such a head,
Right.
and it's so horrifying. I'll tell you, I wouldn't raise a child in this world at this point.
Well, it's a little late.
Yeah, it's
Vanessa
too late.
and I
It's a
already
little
have
late.
the
I
children.
got to hand it to you.
All
I give you
right.
a lot of credit.
All right,
I
let's
really
move
do.
on. Let's move on. Tyrese just lost a legal battle over soccer.
Again?
Yes. Now, Tyrese is furious his ex-wife Norma allowed their 11-year-old daughter to enroll in soccer despite her bad grades. Now, I know you can follow all this on social media, but a judge had to intervene, and the judge ruled Shayla can enroll in soccer but doesn't have to play when she's with Tyrese. Now, as a daughter of divorce, when the mama and the papa don't get along, it is even more torment for us. But
Right.
who do you guys side with?
I personally side with Tyrese only because he's the father.
Yeah.
That's his daughter. And the way I was raised is if you don't make honor roll or if you have bad conduct, you will not be able to play football. I loved playing football, so I knew I had to act right in school. I don't think he said anything wrong to his daughter by saying if you have bad grades, you can't play an extracurricular activity. That's a reward.
But I think we're forgetting a point because I I view it as some kids aren't great in school, and we don't know why she has bad grades. It may not be that she's slacking off. It may be she's struggling. And if in my family, I have a lot of younger cousins who their sport, that's their scholarship to college, right? Like playing volleyball, playing soccer, playing whatever. And so
also,
you're taking away this other outlet. Maybe she's really
But also,
whatever
as,
is making-
as women, we have to say, soccer also gives you a kind of self-worth and encouragement and strength that some girls need.
Listen.
Right. So,
Whatever
and if he really cared, he wouldn't have taken it to
Devyn, let me say this.
He wouldn't have taken it to court if he really cared.
Everybody's talking at once. Oh my God, let's do a musical.
Devyn, let me say this. I don't care how soccer or football or basketball makes a kid feel. If you're not making good grades, or your father or mother draws a line in the sand and say, if you don't do A, you don't get B, you don't get B if you didn't do A. That's the bottom line.
But the mom's not saying that.
No, and that's my point. I think the mom and the father, in this case, Tyrese and Norma. They just at each other's throats. So the kid is caught in the middle.
On social media all the time, and that could be a problem for the child too.
But by the way, talk about bullying when you put your whole life
family story.
Tyrese doesn't, and Norma, they don't have a reality show, but they've made themselves a reality show through all the social media, and it's really damaging and not healthy for the child.
My last
and you know what? I didn't have good grades.
Oh my God, you are so angry. I can't with you.
I have to say, if I was taken out of, I didn't have great grades. Take me out of the drama club, I wouldn't be here.
Okay. And that would be sad for us. Yes. Up next, more hot topics, including the Super Bowl halftime controversy. Oh yeah, grab a snack and come back. How you doing? After months of speculation, it is official. Maroon 5 will be headlining the Super Bowl halftime show. Oh yes. And Big Bowie and Travis Scott will be joining them.
Oh. Travis Scott is not a country artist.
No, honey, no. He's a rapper. And people have been urging musicians to boycott the Super Bowl halftime show in support of Colin Kaepernick. But what do we think about that?
Well, Rihanna turned it down.
As did I.
Did you?
Yeah, I turned it down.
Good job, Allie.
Yeah,
Good job.
yes.
Good job.
But could this harm their careers? Do you think it hurts Maroon 5 to do the halftime show?
I don't think it hurts Maroon 5, but I do think it's interesting that the Super Bowl is going to, the NFL is going to Atlanta, right? Which is, you know, a chocolate city, and they picked the most vanilla act that they could have performed in the chocolate city. Like, I want to know what the thought process is there. I mean, you know.
Do you think they tried to get those people and everybody said no because they wanted to boycott?
Or do you think they were siding with the other people, and they purposely picked a vanilla act to send a message? Like,
what do you think?
I think that probably Maroon 5 are one of the few bands that will probably do the Super Bowl, because everybody's kind of conscious of it right now. I just don't like the fact that I'm from Atlanta, it's my hometown. There's so many musical acts that were born out of Atlanta, you know? Jermaine Dupri, L.A. Reid and Babyface.
Now that's classic.
Dallas Austin, that's old school
I'd
Atlanta.
love to see Babyface do the halftime. It's classic, it's old school, he's brilliant, and he's
And everybody would go to sleep or either make love in halftime. But I brought up those three mega super producers because they launched the careers of 20 artists apiece on each of their labels. So they could have chose anybody from Atlanta. I just don't understand why they chose Maroon 5.
Would you do the halftime show if you were asked?
Hell yes.
Yeah.
Would you? But
I would do it, but I would do it like Travis Scott, because Travis Scott said, I'll do it, but make sure that you match my donation to a greater cause. And so I appreciate that. I would do something like that.
Right. And let me mention that Travis Scott did have the Super Bowl and the NFL donate $500,000 to Van Jones's charity. So that was a great trade-off as well.
I'd do it.
Would you do it?
Yes, I'd do it. And I would take a knee for the people of color playing in the NFL, and I would take a knee for the homosexuals that can't admit they're homosexual in the locker room.
There
That's
it is.
what I would do.
I got it. So you would take the money, and then take a knee.
Do they pay you? Do they pay you?
They pay you a lot.
They do, huh?
But I would.
Yes.
But when you asked me that, Allie, I said I would do it. But I would do it to take a stance during the performance to take a knee.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I'm taking the money.
It seems like a win-win situation.
I'm taking a check.
It seems like a win-win situation. So the Super Bowl is on February 3rd on CBS, and
let's go Rams.
Yes. Let's go Eagles.
Let's go Patriots.
Chiefs. All right.
Chiefs.
Oh my gosh, Celeb Big Brother premieres Monday.
Again. Yeah.
Yes. Tamara Braxton, Candy Burris, Anthony the Mooch, and Kato Kalin are a few of the people who will be in the house. Mario, you were asked to be on last season. Why did you say no, honey?
Well, because I don't want to be in a house for 3 weeks with Omarosa. I just don't want to, and not just Omarosa, but I don't want to, I will not, look, and I could use the money. I'm kind of poor. I'm poor and semi-famous. I really will not do a reality show. I don't care. I can't bring myself to do it. I don't want cameras following me around.
Does it pay well? What type of money did you?
Well, I was offered money, and I didn't even engage.
He was offered $15 million, and he said no.
But I didn't even, the money was fine. It was very good, but I didn't even engage to negotiate up. That's how much I didn't want to do.
Because you don't like the show? Because you don't like reality TV?
Reality TV, period. I do like the contest. I love American Idol, and I love The Voice, and I love Dancing with the Stars. I like that stuff. But I don't like when and these celebrities, the couples that do reality shows together, it's the beginning of the end. You don't. You and my husband would never do it. My husband would never.
Oh, really? George Stephanopoulos is pining to be on a reality show.
No, sir, he is not. He's much too serious a journalist. And my husband, you'd have to get Blair Underwood to play my husband, so forget it.
Well, that'd be kind of great. What about you? Would you do it?
I mean, we know that.
And I asked Blair, he said no, so the deal was done.
I mean, I've done reality TV, so obviously I would do it. But that's because nobody knew who I was but my mother at the time. You already have a name, so it makes sense not to do it. These other people, like Candy Burris, girl, why? Like, you already have a name. You have so many checks. You have so much respect. You're killing it. Anthony Scaramucci, no one likes you. It's fine. We get it. Like, why you
But
would
he
be
has,
on
it's
there.
not for the money, because he has plenty of money,
He
right?
doesn't have fame. Nobody likes him. And he's not,
Fame.
They're all doing it.
They're all doing it for the fame.
Everybody likes him. What are you talking about? Everyone likes me. I'm a good guy.
Yeah, would you do
I
it?
love the president. I love him.
No.
No, I
Ines wouldn't do it.
I mean, I love money too. But I don't think I would.
That was a reality show, actually.
Yeah, but I wouldn't do that type of show.
No.
Have they asked you to do stuff like this? Because I get reality show offers.
Do you really?
Oh, God, they think I'm Jiminy Cricket and Happy-Go-Lucky.
I never get asked.
You don't?
I think it's because George would never do it, but I never get asked. I'd like to do a reality show naked. What? No, not this old lady.
Naked and Raging. It's a good one.
Oh, my God.
I'm one of those people that you put me in a group setting, I'm nice to everybody, so I'm think I would be boring TV, and I'm funny. But then I feel like if somebody comes for my neck, I have no chill, and I don't know how to, like, slightly cut you. I gotta Ginsu you up. And then that would just mess up my brand.
And he's
so
gonna
just
be
stay
on
away
Real
from the whole
Housewives
thing.
next year.
I know, that's good.
I know, so that's why I'm like, I'll
TV.
just stay away from that stuff.
Oh,
Because
wow.
some of those is so calculating on how they come at
scared.
each other. I'm like, that's not
And
worth
even
it.
with The Bachelor, it's like, here's your drink, roll the cameras.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what it is.
I know,
And
I know.
I just find
I
it
can't
really
wait to be
hard.
on it. Anyway, up next from The Daily Show, Roy Wood Jr. is here.